You think you're safe in your own home? Doors locked, pets beside you, nothing to fear? That's what they thought too, until they found out someone else had already been inside. The belly-crawling man, real horror story. This one still makes the hair on my arm stand up. It started as a dream, but it didn't stay there. It crossed over into real life. One night, I bolted awake, whimpering. My husband nudged me. "Babe, what's wrong?" I was shaking. In the dream, there was a man, not walking, not standing, crawling, flat on his stomach, dragging himself like his bones didn't work anymore. Drool hitting the dirt, snarling, clawing, like a human lawnmower chewing through the grass. He slithered up the side of our house until he reached my bedroom window. When he pulled himself up, I saw his face. Yellow eyes, bright, animal. But it wasn't just his face. Between his teeth, a pair of red thong underwear. He chewed them like bubblegum. He stretched them, snapped them with his hand. Each pop made my stomach twist. And the sound he made, it wasn't human. It was that sick, gargling growl, like Danny DeVito's penguin in the old Batman movie. That's what yanked me out of sleep. Just a dream, right? Wrong. Weeks later, we were outside doing yard work. Bright sun, normal day. Then we saw it, in the grass, right under the bedroom window, a stretched out red thong. The exact same as in my dream. We froze. My husband went pale. I whispered, "What the hell, babe?" There was no explanation, and I don't know what's worse, coincidence, or that the belly-crawling man was real. The name under the doormat. True apartment horror. This one starts in a normal apartment. Normal young couple. Netflix. Snacks. Cats for company. I was 23. My boyfriend was 21. He worked nights. That meant 12 hours at a time. It was just me and the cats. I got used to it. Until I didn't. It started small. A window cracked open when I knew I'd closed it. The back gate latched differently. I told myself I was distracted, forgetful, until one night, 1:30 in the morning, I heard someone on the porch. Our building has a shared walkway. I thought, maybe a neighbor. But when I looked through the peephole, it wasn't a neighbor. It was a shadow, leaning against our door. Not knocking, not moving, just breathing. Long, slow breaths. They fogged the peephole. I froze. The cats went rigid. After a full minute, the shadow slid away. No sound. The next morning, there was a folded piece of paper under our doormat. No message, no signature, just my first name, written in careful black ink. My boyfriend brushed it off. A prank, he said, until he noticed the scratches on the lock. We bought a cheap camera, taped it above the door. 2 nights later, 3:07 a.m., the camera caught a hooded figure, trying the knob. 30 seconds, then gone when a car passed. I filed a police report. They said, "Keep the doors locked. Call us if it happens again." So we upgraded the locks. We added a brace. Weeks passed, quiet, but the silence felt like someone holding their breath. Then last night, 3:07 again. Not a sound this time. A smell, metal, wet earth. The cats were gone from the bed. From the living room, I heard one long exhale. The window I'd locked was cracked open, and on the carpet, under the glow of the street lamp, a second folded piece of paper. It said, "You're getting better at locking the door, but you forgot about the cats." The Conference Girl, real obsession horror. This one isn't fiction. It's not a ghost story. It's real, and it still makes my skin crawl a decade later. Back then, I was 24. Final year of grad school. I had to present at a small academic conference. That's where I met her. She was 21, on the committee, friendly, normal, maybe too touchy. I had a girlfriend, long distance, serious. I wasn't looking. The conference ended. I thought that was it. But a week later, she emailed me, asked for references. Fine. I sent some PDFs. Then another email. She wanted to meet in person. I said no. She wouldn't drop it. Mentioned a book I owned. Against my better judgment, I agreed. 5 minutes, library handoff. Done. But when I handed her the book, she lit up. Days later, my phone buzzed. A text. Problem? I never gave her my number. She pulled it from the registration list. I told her, this is personal. Don't. She replied, why not make it personal this time? That's when I knew. She wasn't just being friendly. I ignored her. Then my friend pulled me aside. Are you dating that girl? Because she says you are. I froze. My friend showed me screenshots. Her private Twitter. Her bio had my username in it. Every tweet was about me. Thanks for the sweetest library date ever. That date was me shoving a book in her hands. Then the tweets turned angry. She said I ghosted her, called me ungrateful, and then came the one that made my blood run cold. He has a girlfriend. If I ever see her, I'll make her regret stealing him from me. That was no longer obsession. That was a threat. I blocked her everywhere. My girlfriend believed me. Thank God, I graduated, left the city. Years later, I found out she'd done it again. New target. Same lies, same rage, and that's what haunts me. Not ghosts, not demons, a real person. And that's scarier. The girl in the town home. Terrifying true story. Some stories don't need embellishment. They're already nightmare fuel. My brother and I had just moved into a townhome. The patio was spotless. Next morning, I step outside for a cigarette. My brother follows. Then he stops, points at the wooden frame. In black marker, my name. Ryan. We hadn't had friends over. It wasn't there the night before. We stared at it, confused, no answers. We shrugged it off. Big mistake. 2 months later. I'm at a bar, come home late. My brother's asleep, normal night. Next morning, my bedroom door is wide open. My dog is gone. That never happens. Then my brother asks me, did you bring someone home last night? I laugh. No. Why? His face changes. Fear. He tells me what he saw. At 3 a.m., he heard noise. Thought I was building my desk. Halfway down the stairs, he turned on the light. At the bottom of the stairs, a girl. She was picking up my desk box, calmly. She leaned it against the wall, then looked straight up at him. Neither of them spoke. My German Shepherd stood next to her, relaxed, like she belonged. She didn't run, didn't panic. She walked into the living room, not out the front door, 2 feet away. My brother turned off the light, went back to bed. That's when everything clicked. My bedroom door was open. My dog wasn't with me. I looked at the sheets. They were still warm on one side. At some point in the night, she had been in here, close enough to touch me. Let's never meet. The boy from school, real stalker horror story. This one isn't about a stranger in the night. It's about somebody who's been orbiting me since childhood. Somebody who never learned the word no. When I was little, I had a friend called Harry. We met through school. Our dads worked together. My dad even got his apprenticeship through Harry's dad. We were family friends before we were friends. Harry wasn't like other kids. Some days he was normal. Other days he was a storm, screaming, flipping tables. Later I learned it was autism mixed with ADHD. But back then, I just knew he could be scary. By year 4, my parents told me to stay away. Only later did I learn why. Harry's mother had been stalking my dad, going through his private messages at work, twisting his words. He lost his job because of her. I stayed away from Harry for a while, but by year 6, we drifted back into the same circle. I had a crush on his best friend, Isaac. Isaac and I started dating. Harry was there when it happened. We walked the school field during a marathon. We played manhunt at the park every day. It felt normal again. Then year 7 hit. Teenage years. Everything changed. Harry moved schools. Isaac and I broke up. By year 9, I barely saw Harry at all. The next time I ran into him was year 10, during my work experience. He was helping with fitness while I was assisting teachers. We crossed paths. He gave me attention. For a minute, I thought maybe I liked him. The feeling vanished when I found out he was dating one of my friends. We didn't speak again until they broke up. That's when she came to me and warned me. He screenshots your profile pictures. He presses your face on the screen. He shows up at people's houses when they cancel plans. He doesn't take no for an answer. I believed her. I stayed away. But Harry didn't stay away from me. After GCSEs, starting college, he reached out on Instagram. Said he'd had a crush on me since year 8. We moved to Snapchat mid-conversation. That's where it turned creepy. Compliments about how I looked. Confessions about liking me during year 10 and 11 while he was with my friend. Then he started talking about the bus I took to college. He described my seat exactly. Back right, 1 row from the end. He said he always saw me there, but was too shy to say hi. Except I'd never seen him once. He was the kind of guy you'd notice. Tall, anime convention type, fake katana on his wall. My seat let me see everyone who got on. He wasn't there, but he knew. He'd message, "You're on your way to college," or "You look good today. Saw you on the bus." I'd look around. Nothing. Look out the window. Nothing. I spent my college years feeling eyes on the back of my neck. Even his messages got creepier. Confess, reject, confess again. Each time more intense. First crying selfies. Then, oh, okay. Then silence. Then a furious, for F's sake. When I told him I was only into women, he kept going. When I told him I liked someone, he escalated. When I told him I was in a relationship, he snapped again. Time passed. I graduated college. Started working full-time with my brother. He's my manager now. One evening, Harry walked into the shop, grabbed an energy drink and crisps. Instead of self-serve, he came to my till. He was the nice Harry again, not the crying, raging one. I reintroduced him to my brother. On my break that shift, he messaged me on Instagram. "Nice to see you again. Then, we should catch up." I dodged making plans. Next day, casual small talk, until he dropped this, word for word. "Also, to be fair with you, I really liked you when you were going out with Isaac. Yeah, and it was like a massive one too. I left him on read. It's been a week. I know he'll try again. He has all my socials, multiple cosplay accounts. He knows where I work. Where I live, he still stalks my accounts every night around 10 p.m. Same time, he sent all those confessions. I keep him on screen instead of blocking him, because at least then I know where he is. If I block him, he might come find me in person. I'm thankful I have my older brother at work to keep me safe in case Harry shows his true colors. 3/4 of this happened in person, the rest online, and I know it isn't over. So to my very creepy childhood friend, for the love of God, let's not meet ever again.